Hi. In this Nabu tutorial, we want to take an existing Excel file that we have here with time tracking data, and we want to load it into a database. In the next phase, we want to take that data and we want to add insights around it, and we want to add like a web application, maybe an API, so other people can actually access it. But first things first, we need to load this data into a database. It contains anonymized time tracking data, which contains stuff like a start and end hour, a duration in minutes and hours, the user who performed the task and the company it was done for, and some other metadata. At this point, we want to load into a database, so let's create a database first. We click Add Database and we have a few options depending on the modules you have installed. For demo purposes, the H2 file database is often the easiest one, so let's select that one. Because it's the first database we add to our application, we get the option of making it our main database, at which point we'll get a lot of generic tables by default, which can be easy to do particular stuff. We can also choose a folder because it's an H2 file database, but we'll just leave it to the default folder. So let's create it. Our database has been set up successfully, we can see it here, and we have a model attached to it. Whenever we want to add custom tables for our business purposes, we can use the model to easily add them and synchronize them to the database, at which point they become available obviously in this database, but also in any other environment that we might deploy the application. So let's go back to the Excel file, which we have here. We can actually drag and drop the Excel file that we have onto the model, at which point now the developer will check what is in the Excel file and suggest a table structure. We can modify it. For example, we can say the start date should really be optional, maybe the end date as well. But in general, the suggestion is good based on whatever is in the Excel file. We also have the option to import the data from the Excel file by checking or unchecking this box. But in this particular case, we are interested in keeping it. So let's leave this checked and we hit create. At that point, our data is added to the data model and the data is also loaded into the database. We can browse it by clicking that, and then we can see the data appear here. At this point, it contains all the data from the original Excel file, and in the next phase we can add our insights, we can add our web application and stuff like that. So stay tuned for more if you're interested in how we go further from here. I hope it was interesting. Thanks.